Monday Night Raw, Baltimore, Maryland, Baltimore Arena. Show opens up with Gunther, a coronation of his newly won World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, first it was his annoying friend before it was Gunther.
Yeah.
An annoying dude.
Ludwig.
He's too annoying to be on the podcast.
Well, even before that, it showed Dom and Liv walking in. Damien and Braun Breaker all separate walking in. Except for Dom and Liv. They were like holding hands. And...
all hugged up on each other.
Yeah.
Wild night. Wild night. I loved it.
Yeah, it was
I loved every minute of it.
Fantastic show.
I loved it. I've seen people online giving it show of the year.
It's up there.
Well, I don't know what would compete with it. Nothing jumped into my head right away that said it would compete with it.
Yeah, I mean, besides the first Wyatt video, that was pretty wild.
Now you got Wyatt in the ring.
True.
Wyatt in the ring a lot.
Then we get interrupted. Gunther gets interrupted by Randy Orton. And Randy Orton comes in and goes to tell him that he didn't pin him. His shoulders weren't down for the King of the Ring match. And that he thinks he deserves a rematch for the world title.
And so does Triple H.
Yep.
And he says Triple H has okayed it. So I guess at the Bash in Berlin, we're going to get Randy Orton versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight title.
And I think that's only going to just be one match in the feud. I think they're going to go on for a bit.
Yeah.
And of course, Gunther accepts it.
Well, Gunther was calling himself a living legend.
Yeah, I made a...
in his own mind.
Yeah, and Orton's like, well, I'm the legend killer.
You know, I've made a lot of money in this business being known as the legend killer.
Yeah.
Like what he did with Rhea. Oh, your mommy, right? Well,
Daddy's home.
Daddy just got home.
That was fucking dope.
Yeah. His delivery is so great. Randy is a promo king.
Thank you.
Deliveries are so great.
Not me, Orton. Sorry.
What got me the most was at the end of their promo, Gunther tells Randy, he says, nothing can catch me off guard. And Randy replies by saying he wanted the champion to see the RKO coming.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part of that promo.
Yep, you're not going to get me out of nowhere. Well, I know, because I want you to see it coming.
Yeah.
That was nice. It was nice. And that's Randy for you, man. Randy will cut a promo. You're going to be a new champion. Randy will help you blow up. You know, hey, strange things, man.
Another thing I found a little strange, Randy Orton comparing his matchup with Gunther to the Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat matches.
Why he chose those two?
I don't know.
Well, Flair was his kind of role model. Evolution.
Yeah, I don't know why he chose those two, but I think the way I took the conversation is, I think Randy said we can make this the next Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat, as long as you could hold the other end. So basically, can you hang with me, young man? Do you think you're good enough to hang with me? I think that's where Randy was going with it, is if he could do that. If you could turn it into that match, then we can make that match. But if you can't do it, then we can't do it. You know what I mean? I think that's where Randy was going with it, but I'm not for sure. I didn't talk to him today.
And was it me, or did you seem like Randy made Gunther look small?
Did.
Well, Randy's huge, dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he makes Gunther look small.
I watched when I got home this afternoon, I watched Bully Ray on Busted Open. And he said he was at the Monday Night Raw, and he said he went backstage and got to visit with Randy Orton, and he said it's the biggest Randy has ever been.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Because now
sure.
he's getting old, so he's becoming muscle mass.
Mm-hmm.
Randy, you know, that's how, like, look at Kurt Angle. He started getting that pot belly and everything like that. And that's just from mass of working out forever. You just get thick. And then it's also from his hernia too. That's why it was so big. But
Yeah. It's definitely, as you get older, your body changes, and I mean, we all know that.
it morphs. Yeah. Well, like you start getting your man body when you're like in your late 20s to 30s.
Mhm.
And that's when you start getting your man body. In your 40s, you start getting your dad body. Unless
Yeah.
you maintain it with a hell of a physique like Randy does and works his ass off and wants to stay in great shape and laughs at KO for being out of shape, wondering why he puts so much work in. Why don't he just sit around and eat donuts all the time instead of keeping
Probably.
the physique and work so hard to get it? Remember that?
Yeah.
Probably in the best shape of his life, though.
Yeah.
And
Can you
after
imagine how
coming off
much
of that
he?
back surgery,
No,
Can
but
you?
look at Randy. Randy's been a specimen his whole career.
Yeah.
No homo, but he's had a perfect body his whole career.
Yeah. Yep.
And I mean that with all love, but he's had a perfect body his whole career, and that's a lot of work. And then you see somebody like he says KO, but can KO go? Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
His physique doesn't fault him. It just gives him a different size. It
It
doesn't
compliments
fault
him.
at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've known big guys who could really move. I had a poor fella, ET2 Lindsay. Yeah, he got kicked out of the freaking military, second class, because he couldn't pass the PRT, but he could dive ducks better than anybody there. But he just couldn't weigh the body fat, and they discharged him from the military. Could have been a great sailor. Probably would have been a life longer. But anyways, carry on.
yeah. Next we had Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. Very intense match.
Yeah,
Every
it was.
time those two fight each other,
They
I
fight
don't
each
give
other.
I don't give two craps about freaking Kaiser, but him and Sheamus put on a good match.
Any match that Sheamus in is a banger.
After banger after banger after banger.
He's just a hard hitting fella.
And he
Like
takes some
Raw.
freaking
Yeah.
freaking chops.
You know who
Yeah.
I'd have liked to have seen? Benoit versus
Ooh.
Sheamus.
Yeah.
In both their primes.
That would have been a good match.
Oh man, they would have tore the house down. Or a triple threat with Sheamus, Jericho, and Benoit. The way they used to get down, Benoit and Jericho used to come out busted up. Speaking of busted up, I seen Jake Paul and Impulsive. He's got 2 black eyes.
Does he?
Yeah, some spot happened that he got hurt, and Taker mentioned about the spot, and he goes, "Yeah, that hurt. That hurt. I probably won't ever do that again." Yeah.
I wonder if it was smacking his head on the table.
I don't know
Like
what
he actually made contact.
I watched probably about 15, 20 minutes of the Impulsive with Undertaker on it, and he said that about how it hurts.
Well, during the match, he had like a little mouse under his eye too. So
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was talking about.
yeah,
And he's got a little black on the other eye too.
yeah, just drainage probably.
What? He's up doing a podcast 10 a.m. the next morning, Sunday morning, with Taker in the house. So can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Anyway, me.
Sheamus delivers a jumping knee and then delivers the brogue kick and defeats Kaiser. But Pete Dunne interferes, but
Swing and a
he
miss.
gets taken out pretty quick.
Yeah, he missed with the shillelagh. He got a knee to the nose. So
Sorry,
what
man.
is that? What is that brogue knee? Is that a brogue knee? Because he does it almost like the brogue kick, but he throws a knee in there instead.
What's a jumping knee?
Yeah, it's a jumping knee, but it's kind of, it looks like he's about to throw the brogue kick, but
He
he's
throws a knee.
close, so he throws a knee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I noticed that when he came, he only started doing that when he came back.
yeah. It might be something he was working on while he was out, because he has the same form and he does a brogue kick, but he hits it with the knee.
Yeah, it's a good. I mean, it's a.
Oh, I like it, but I was just
Yeah.
saying, do we have a name for it? Has Cole screamed something out yet?
I haven't
yet.
heard anything.
I've
No,
always
not
just
yet.
heard knee to the face. Oh, knee to the face.
Yeah.
But yeah, you noticed it too? He
Yeah.
comes in with the same bro kick form.
Yeah.
From an 8-on form with the Olympics. 8, solid 8 across the board.
8.2.
And next we have the Damian Priest comes out to the ring, calls out the new Judgment Day.
He
Well,
didn't
before
come
that,
out- he didn't just
before
come.
that-
Okay, go ahead.
He calls out Finn Balor.
was the Wyatts 11 years ago. Bray debuted,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and then I guess the Wyatt 6 are actually called the Reckoning. He said the Reckoning is here. Run.
Oh, they're changing it again. The Reckoning. Wasn't there a WWE game, The Reckoning, on GameCube?
Ooh, maybe.
Wasn't there
I
a
never
PLE
played
called The
Game-
Reckoning?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. WWE game, The Reckoning.
Maybe.
All right, carry on. What will you describe that?
But anyway, it was just that video was the 11 years of Bray. 11 years ago, Bray debuted today or yesterday.
And they brought the Wyatt 6 in that video with Bray, you know. That
Yeah,
was pretty cool.
yeah, that was really neat. So back to Priest. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Day of
So
Reckoning.
Priest comes in and he calls out Finn Balor. And he's pissed off as shit.
Oh yeah, he didn't just
Which,
come out there. He walked
don't
out
blame
like he
him.
was coming out to whoop yo ass.
On a mission.
He
Oh, yeah.
basically said, get your ass out here and get it whipped. Of course, they don't, Finn Balor don't come out just alone.
Well, Finn Balor pops up on the screen and
Yeah.
starts telling Priest that when we started this, there's no leaders, there's no egos. We're all the same. And once you got that title, you started being entitled like you were the leader. And that's why they had to get rid of him. And he wasn't going to come out and fight him like a man, one-on-one. No. Why would I do that? I'm going to come up and I'm going to stab you in your back every chance I get. And what happened?
Did
He
just
does it.
that.
Balor introduced the new Judgment Day, which include McDonagh, Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan, Carlito, and himself.
I like it. I'm not taking it off. We still got Judgment Day. We still got
It's
Judgment Day.
gonna be good TV.
It will.
Yes.
I believe it. And I think this whole Rhea Priest Judgment Day thing is going to be good. And they're like, who's going to go against him? Who's going to do it? Hot take. I could see Priest being like, all y'all get out here. All y'all get out here in this ring. We'll do a handicap match. Me and Rhea versus all of you. Let's go.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Lee's all doing it too.
That would be dope.
I could see Priest doing something like that, especially like you said, he's a monster out there.
And
Yeah.
another good thing,
So big out there.
they can go anywhere with it.
Yeah.
They can
And
last.
they came out with the name for him and Rhea as the Terror Twins.
They can put that all the way out through WrestleMania of next year.
And see how good it hits.
Yeah.
So,
Monday. Let's see how it clicks. How Terror Twins click. If everybody starts loving it, then it's going to make them two like a team. I don't think they'll be lovers. I just think they'll be badasses
yeah.
together.
Brother and sister.
Yeah, brother sister.
Yep. And that's kind of their dynamic. That's the way they've always been.
And honestly, saying it with as much love as possible, that's very good for Priest.
Oh, absolutely.
Keeps Priest at the top. You know what I mean? He was at the top because he got the Judgment Day, won the Money in the Bank, then he was on top, all through all the Monday Night Raws because he's Money in the Bank, because they were Judgment Day, and Rhea was there. Rhea's gone. He's champion. He's at the top. So now when he lost his title and he's like, I don't care if I lost my title, I can win another one of those. And then now he's with Rhea and he's going to stay at the top.
Well, I think he's earned that top spot.
Oh, I do. I really do.
Absolutely.
But if he went out by himself, what would he be? As of right now,
just Priest.
He would fall right into. He'd beat dorky ass Karrion Kross.
I think he'd be higher than Karrion Kross, but
I hope so.
He's a guy that you can run a main event through real easy.
I'd hope so, because Karrion Kross is nothing but a dork.
Yeah, I agree. I can't stand that dude.
But I think if they did something with him, he's an impressive sized man. I could see Karrion and Priest probably throwing down there if they haven't already. Did they in NXT? I don't know.
I'm sure they did.
But imagine a Karrion Kross Priest feud.
Priest wasn't top star in NXT though when he was there.
No, he wasn't. I remember when I seen him.
Kind of a mid. Yeah.
I seen him. Reminded me of back in Nevada, the Mexican Indian, and he's completely twisted in that Mexican Indian goth kind of style.
Yeah.
With all due respect, I'm just saying that's exactly what he's twisted into, and I recognize it.
I mean, he was a badass in NXT, but I don't know what it is, man, but he's earned a lot of my respect.
Oh, I've always been a fan.
I'm a late bloomer.
Okay, we'll pause for a second right there and talk about little late bloomer. I've been watching. So what do you want to talk about on YouTube?
Yeah.
I like Cody. I like Cody as Cody himself, the way he talked about things.
Mm-hmm.
And did you know him and Xavier went to high school together?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Very nice guy in high school.
The wrestling thing and the jacket.
He's like, wasn't a very nice guy. And he's like, you were a jerk in high school? He's like, yeah. My real emotions didn't really come around until I was a parent. And then that's what really changed me. And I was like, oh, really? Cody was a jerk. But yeah.
Cody played a badass back in, like, when he first got away from WWE, he played a really good villain.
Yeah, he's kind of growing on me. I like that podcast he has. And I don't know.
Go ahead.
I think it's just more of him, his real, true, actual personality. Not like it's fake on screen, but his true personality. Seeing him talk to the other guys, like talk to the Miz today, and I'm a huge Miz fan. So those two conversating, I could listen to them for hours, just sitting there talking stories and telling about shit. But yeah, right then I was like, no, I do like this guy. I don't really like his storyline sometimes because it's over baby gaga goo goo kind of crybaby shit. But other than that, I like Cody. He's cool. Coming around a little bit.
He was, if I'm not mistaken, he was a villain when he was in OVW.
He probably.
I want to say it was Powerhouse Hobbs. In him and Powerhouse Hobbs, I want to say it was him, so I'll just continue the story as if it was him, because I don't exactly know who it was. But it was him, Brandy, and that guy. And he goes, I got your back no matter what. You got my phone number. She's got my phone number. And he's like, wait a minute. You have his phone number? Are you fucking him now? So yeah, he plays that role really good too. And Brandy was like, whoa. But I digress.
All right, our next match was Lyra Valkyria and Shayna Baszler. And of course, it should have been, the match should have been a good match. It should have been a freaking banger. But the other two, Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark, get in, and Lyra wins by disqualification.
The forehead crew, man.
I thought it started off as a squash match. I thought they were going to squash Lyra, and that was going to piss me off. I thought they were
Didn't
going to
happen.
squash her. But then she started coming back a little bit. Then she came back, and then she got the big move, and then she did the old pin, and then they all jumped in and broke it up. But at first, to me, it looked like it was headed to a squash match. Everything Lyra tried to do, she just got squashed down. And I was like, oh, don't freaking start squashing her. That's going to be so messed up.
And the unlikely duo helped her out.
Well,
Trio, actually.
The other
Damage
duo is
control.
broken.
Yeah. Damage control. Yeah.
No,
They turn and face.
Casey, Katana Chance got her nose
No.
smashed.
Did she?
Oh, you didn't see the video? There's a video of her of the doctor popping her nose in place, and all of them
I saw that.
oh my God.
No shit. That's that little itty bitty girl, right?
Yeah. Catanzaro's been a gymnast her whole life.
Yeah,
That's
the American Ninja chick. Yeah.
Then she turned American Ninja Warrior and blew up like that. Now she's a wrestler. But yeah, I believe that's what was going on. They were sitting there, and the doctor set her nose when she was laying there, and they were all like, "Oh my God!" Like
That's badass.
So I guarantee
So
she's
badass.
probably got some serious black eyes right now. That's probably why she wasn't out there.
Yeah.
She probably looks like she just took a straight jab from Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
But yeah, the damage control came out. Man, when they were hanging on those ropes at the very end of the match, and they're hanging on the ropes, leaning down,
bunch of chihuahuas.
I was like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
It looked like a pack of hyenas, like you said. They were screaming so much.
Yeah.
I've heard screaming, but geez, man, they were going nuts.
But they do that all the time.
Yeah. Hold on one
Maybe
second.
I didn't see it all the time, because that time I was just like, holy cow. Sounds like three pissed off wives.
Yeah. I don't know. I
don't quite get it.
I like EO, but that other little pirate chick, I'm not. She's just too little.
That Kyrie, or is that the girl you like?
Kairi
Singh. Yeah, I don't like her.
I
Dakota?
just don't see those three as faces. I don't know.
Well,
I'm gonna sing the same song I always do about damage control. One of them are not like the other.
Yeah.
Every time after they kick Bailey out, I've always said that one of them are not like the other. I feel like it just doesn't fit.
It don't.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I'm not talking about race or anything like that. I'm talking about styles altogether. It doesn't.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't.
You got EO that's like, well, I think she's pretty well rounded.
Yeah.
As far as her skill set. You got Kairi Sane that's want to be high flyer, but she's too light in the ass to make any impact. And Dakota Kai is talented, but she's kind of got that gangly.
And she's kind of stale being with them.
Right. Yeah.
She needs to get away from them. They need to find themselves somebody else.
You know who Dakota Kai reminded me of after she came back from injury was Alicia Fox.
Well,
that's who she reminds me of, but a better version.
Yeah.
A less sloppy Alicia Fox.
I look at it like this. All three of those. If they're not as the damage control, I don't think they would have places for them.
Right.
Even if Io Sky had the title, I mean, when she did have the title, I wasn't interested in seeing her.
Io? You weren't interested in Io?
No, she didn't. She just does nothing for me. I mean, I
dig her.
You'd rather see the title other places? Is that what you're saying?
think she was better in NXT than she is on the main roster.
She was champion for quite a while.
Oh yeah. But was she champion because she had the three of them that helped her out? Then in the latter part, she had Asuka.
Well, you could say the same thing about Roman.
Right. Oh yeah, I agree.
You can say the same thing about everybody. It's just all how that plays out.
Yeah.
How it resolutes to everybody.
Yeah. If you have a champion in your midst, you wanna hold on to that, keep it as close as you can.
That's what everybody was all crazy and wild about Asuka. I didn't get the Asuka thing. That's my thing. With like you were just saying, Albert, I didn't get the Asuka thing. That was, I don't know.
Well, the only reason why they had Asuka in that group was because they kicked Bailey out and they needed another, main star. I mean, to be in the group.
And I think Asuka fits that group more than the other girl does.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
More than Bailey did.
It's stylistically, yes. Yeah.
My main thing is I just can't see Damage Control being baby faces. I think that would just kill them right there. None of those can talk English except Dakota Kai. I mean,
I think they could speak pretty good English. They don't because that's not their character.
Right.
I've heard Asuka speak perfectly fine English.
Yeah. And so Io also. I mean, she speaks.
And so could Shinsuke.
Yeah.
I've heard Shinsuke, he could talk. He could speak very good English. But sometimes broken English is funniest.
Yeah. And I think they kind of play to that.
The only one that I think would make it as a solo would be Io Sky.
Oh, but she was a solo in NXT.
Well, they need them to stand together because they need to build this. I think 6-man belt.
Yeah.
Menage belt. Because there's way too many menages for there not being nothing menaging.
Right. I say menage away. Menage away.
Shout out to the French Olympics. Menage.
Okay, so next we got CM Punk hits the ring with a tremendous ovation, fresh off his loss to Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. Don't look like he's pissed off too much though.
Oh, he said he was happy.
He's in a good mood.
Yeah, he was happy. He's happy to be back in Baltimore. He was happy.
That Bilal Muhammad won the UFC welterweight title.
Time out.
What?
Before that CM Punk hit the ring, I got to throw this in. Bronson Reed is backstage with Adam Pearce, fussing about something he's not in a.
Oh, why am I in a match?
Why you don't have a match or whatever, making a big. And Adam just blows him off. He tells Adam Pearce, he said, well, I'll make my own way. So yeah, then we get CM Punk with his in the ring.
Yeah, in a good mood.
Sounds all happy. I mean,
Bilal Muhammad won the welterweight title. He said that, and then he's happy and everything like that. Then here comes Cowboy Bebop, fucking Seth Rollins. I don't know what the hell this was.
Well, I don't think he stole any of Becky's clothes this time.
You look like a rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
I don't know. He did. They're in Baltimore. I can see if
That
they're
might
like
be
Montana or something. You show up like that, but you're in Baltimore. Why'd you show up like that?
That might be the Irish cowboy outfit.
Irish.
Possible.
I don't know. It sure didn't look like no cowboy outfit from.
Well, the tassels.
Yeah, it was really weird. You know what it
It's like-
reminded me of? I just watched Back to the Future 3 not too long ago. And then
Like the
Doc
Rhinestone
finds
Cowboy.
this pink shirt with black pants. And then all of a sudden Doc Brown in 1888 was like, who the hell dressed you? And he's like, you did before I left. God.
Of Great Scott!
Gotta give him a new
million kilowatts.
gotta give him a new song entrance. That Rhinestone Cowboy.
But you ain't giving him nothing after Bronson Reed flattened him 7 times.
Oh, Jesus
Well,
Christ! Yeah.
Get that.
Rumors swinging around is they went to work on their own.
Really? Bronson Reed and Seth?
Yeah. I think that they made it more than it was supposed to be. That's one little thing I seen. I didn't look into it though. But
7 times?
So yeah. So Seth really wanted to get put out, I guess. But do you think that Seth is on the shelf?
No.
For now, yeah.
You
I mean, you have to
Monday
because
night just going to wrestle again.
how could you go from coughing up blood to next week, on Raw?
Very
And
easy.
wrestling.
Don't tell.
Well, before Bronson Reed hit the ring and did this, I mean, he gave him 6 consecutive tsunamis. We had Drew McIntyre shows up in the stands, shooting his mouth off and kissing the bracelet again, and like stuff Drew does. So CM Punk just goes chasing after freaking McIntyre, and that's when Bronson Reed came in and
Attacked him.
6 tsunamis.
I attacked him from behind.
That's got to put him on the shelf for at least 3 or 4 weeks.
I would say so, yeah.
He make a couple weeks off,
Give us the time with Becky alone with their little girl.
Well, and then the whole retirement thing we just talked about. We brought that up. Well, we didn't bring it up on the pod, but we brought it up talking to each other. The whole retirement thing. Like, I don't know how easy that was or what the choice was or anything like that for that. So you really never know what it really is to be. And
what?
I personally, I think that they put Seth on the shelf for probably about 3 or 4 Raws.
Oh, easy.
Then he'll come back.
And then he comes back, and he's probably going to feud with Bronson Reed now.
He doesn't have a choice.
Well, Bronson Reed better keep himself together for 4 weeks before Seth comes back and no reason to feud with him.
But as much as I know I don't like Bronson Reed, and I don't think you guys like him either, but that puts him in a main event feud.
I don't know if I'd say main event, but it puts him in a main Carter.
He's not the guy. You could put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig.
He's not the guy.
Not even close to being. He's mid-Carter at best. At best.
I don't know why they keep pushing.
Big guys don't get over very much anymore like that. There's very few big guys that get over that much. Braun didn't even get over real huge. Braun was over, but he wasn't over huge.
Right.
Braun Strowman.
He was a good mid-Carter.
Yeah.
Once in a while he'd go, higher mid, but he was always in that mid-card, and that's his place. He Kurt hitting the shit out of that place.
Very few get over. Very few big, extra large men like that get over.
Mm-hmm. It's because we're a dime a dozen.
And that's what everybody wants professional wrestling to be too. Is like
larger than life. Yeah.
Big meaty men, and then it's away from that now. Tell me the biggest superstar there is
right now.
People like No, I mean like big guys, not like big superstars. Not like I mean in statue and freaking and size. Who? Nowhere. I'll wait.
Like nobody high card.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And
well, we got 2 of them that are ready to wreck the tag team freaking whole division, but these 2 dorks can't figure out how to get rid of this other dork, this old lady, and this old man and this other dude's old lady. They got all that fucked up over there. Those 2.
I agree with Benny on that.
Could be 100% wrecking crews. Those are big dudes that could be over.
And I say it like I said it a while. I'm gonna say it like I said it a while back. Those guys, their best was when they were with Seth Rollins.
Or the
They need to go back.
NXT AOP.
They need to go back and watch 3-minute warning. That's who you need to be.
Get rid of the freaking manager. Get rid of the daggum man and his woman. Get rid of the whole freaking bunch. And freaking dude. I mean, y'all big, strong. I think it's a waste.
Right now, they look like a bunch of dorks.
Right. And that brings us to the next match because it's them. New Day versus the AOP of the Final Testament. And of course, they come out there with freaking dang
Karrion Kross and
dumbass Karrion Kross and
his old lady and the old
Cinderella. And I don't even know what to call Paul Eller.
The old man.
He should just stay his fucking ass home.
Matlock's on, motherfucker. Go watch it.
You don't do shit. He's over there at the freaking outside the ring with his freaking newspaper, hitting it on his hand. I don't know. I mean, that's a freaking
just
mess.
bring back Paul Heyman in his hat with a ponytail and his cell phone and his cordless phone with an antenna. Let's go ahead and bring it all back. Let's just go back to the way it used to be.
That was the good old days.
Yeah, but he's doing the same shit. Who reads a fucking newspaper, bro? Come on, old man.
I don't think he reads the daggum thing. He just folds it up and slaps it in his hand. Even when he talks on the mic, I don't think he says anything important.
Of course not. He just wears his stupid glasses and looks stupid and old and.
But anyway, the New Day defeated AOP.
But they were AOP was beating the brakes off Kofi. Kofi was getting worked.
And then
hard.
And then we get somebody that I know nothing about.
I know a little bit. Okito.
His name is Odyssey Jones. And he came in there and he made that match. Not a whole lot of better than what it was, but I think that was the best part of the match.
When you get AOP
slam the AOP.
Yeah, both of them.
At the same time, one under each arm. So Odyssey Jones was a football player. He signed NXT in 2010. Was actually drafted to Raw in 2013 and disappeared. And now he's back.
Looks like he's back.
But he's a wrecking crew, dude. Yeah, for sure. He's legit.
Who's back? He's back again. I don't know him.
He's not bad. He needs to work on the mic skills, and I don't know if he did or not.
Mic skills? Stand there with those two.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at the history of the New Day. I mean, you can't just replace Big E by putting another big dude in there.
No.
Big E had massive character.
Well, then one of the things that was pointed out today that I seen was the way Xavier Woods acted like he didn't have no clue what was going on in that stuff. Like Kofi was just calling all the shots. You know what I mean? So there might be that Xavier turn. Maybe Xavier wants to go heel. Maybe he's wanting to.
Well,
possible.
And Kofi's close to done. I hope not, but he's almost probably close to done. So a good feud to finish those two off.
Because Kofi's what, in his mid-40s?
Probably.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
But after the match, backstage, Odyssey Jones reveals that he helped the New Day because Kingston told him they needed him. But Woods did not appear overly thrilled. So is something coming between there?
You never know.
Gotta hope Woods ain't joining the freaking dang
I don't think he will. But then again,
it would grow it.
It all points to that. But what do they do? what do they do with Woods in that situation?
I have
honestly?
no clue.
He fits in like a sore thumb in that whole mixture.
You don't know Woods' diversity.
Well, his personality. I mean, you've seen the real
Do
Woods.
you think Woods does not? Do you think Woods knows how to flip the script?
Oh, of course. Of course.
How do you know he don't have this one kind of inner Rhea Ripley that wants to be that person?
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. Yeah.
So,
He's versatile.
it might be there.
Yeah. It very well could be.
Unless then he could even turn himself into Austin Creed.
Very possible.
Because that's what his YouTube channel is.
Mm-hmm.
Basically say that I'm tired of all the bullshit, all the New Day. My name's not even Xavier Wood. It's Austin Creed. And remember that. You know what I mean?
You know, it's like
that.
I don't want to say same old story I say all the time, but we never know what they're going to do.
All speculation.
That's why we do this, gentlemen.
That's why we're able to do this.
Yeah.
Next match.
It's all fun.
Next match. I didn't do nothing for me, but it's Awesome Truth against A-Town Down Under.
Yeah.
It just shows turmoil.
Not a bunch to say about the match. It's basically they did what they always do. I mean, it's nothing. Done nothing for me. That's all I can say. I don't know. But Theory and Waller did defeat The Miz and R-Truth.
Only because R-Truth, only because R-Truth inadvertently hit The Miz with Waller's legs, hitting him in the carry.
How many times has Miz been here with him? What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Starting the whole thing like, oh, we're gonna fight these guys, and then he's like, oh, we're gonna fight the APA. No, that's the AOP. Oh yeah, okay. Like, you serious?
It seems like to me though they're about to break those two up. So
they are.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll go too far.
I don't know if they're gonna feud out of it or they're just gonna break up.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe both.
You know what? It's time to clean R-Truth up a little bit and put him back up on the shelf. Then pull him out later on down the road because it's just getting old now.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. After that match day, we go backstage again, and Braun Breaker's cutting a promo in the locker room of his intentions with the Intercontinental Champion.
Braun's going to be a hell of a champion, I think, but
I know he is.
Yeah, his pedigree, his the way he carries himself, his mic skills, he's a total package.
He's got it, and he's second generation.
Mm-hmm.
He's been bred for it.
He has the it factor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see him holding that title for a while. I don't think they're going to take that title off of him anytime soon.
And defending it a lot too.
Oh yeah.
I think he's going to be a workhorse.
Then next match we get Damian Priest against JD McDonough. It was back and forth.
Yeah,
I thought for sure that Damian was just going to brutalize him, and he did, but not at first. I mean, it was back and forth for a good while.
JD could wrestle.
With JD.
He can wrestle.
His protege. Of course he can wrestle. Of course he can. All the New Day can wrestle. You got protege of Finn Balor. Finn Balor speaks for himself. You got Dominic Mysterio, Eddie,
Ray.
Yeah, you got so much talent in there. Carlito's been doing it for a long time. Got a lot of talent in there. They can go.
JD McDonough has a good kick.
Mhm.
He can kick.
And you know what makes it even better for them too, especially fighting Priest, is they all know each other so well that they could do so much in the ring together because they know each other so well. That's what makes it even better is when you know each other so well. You can put on just bangers, okay, if I will. Yeah,
Banger after banger.
Know each other.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a great match.
Oh, that match was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I had a blast with it. I was torn in so many different places and just in so many different ways about what was going on in there is because I still like Mommy. I still like Priest. I still like the Judgment Day, but now they're all feuding with each other. And we were calling it too. They're going to jump Priest and it's going to leave poor little Liv all alone.
And that's
she
what
got
happened.
in the mix. I mean, she got in the mix.
Yeah, she was in the ring.
She got a couple of freaking Rhea threw her against that ring post a couple of times, man. That looked like, ooh.
I think one of her rings came off when she hit the first time because something flashy came and rolled under the ring. But yeah, that was put her through the table. Well, no, save her. Put her through the table.
Yeah.
No.
I was like, run, Liv, run. Get away.
Get her.
Get her, Mommy, get her. Grab her, Dom. Grab her.
I mean, she was about to get freaking slammed on that freaking announce table when Dom caught her. She lucked out there.
I was so twisted up in that whole thing. I was like, run, get her, Mommy, get her. It was a lot of fun though. I loved every minute of that segment. And then they got away. Then poor JD took a freaking 25-foot freaking choke slam.
Ooh,
if you go back and look at that, at the peak of that choke slam, he's at least 8 feet in the air.
Yeah. Because Priest, he's a tall dude.
Yeah, I know. And McDonough could jump. He's got the ups. So you pick him all the way up like that with his jump, he could get a full extension as tall as he is and put him down. That's what they're saying. When I watched it back on that video, I was like, holy cow, I didn't realize how much of an extension. And McDonough's like this the whole time, like freaking launched up in the air. It's just his antics and being a pro wrestler is just perfect. His feet are straight out. His hands are wide open and straight out. He got worked. That was a great segment, and I can't wait to see what's left.
Yeah.
So Priest wins that one by disqualification, of course.
Oh, of course.
So, of course. But yeah, I'm.
And then the crowd went nuts when him and Rhea are in the ring. They're both growling. They're both just lit that these little twerps just ran all over them and got away with everything. Well, McDonough was dead laying there.
I think Carlito had pulled him out at the last second. I think Rhea was going to get him again, but Carlito pulled him out.
Good job, Carlito. I guess Carlito is a gangster. I guess he's a keeper now.
Apple eating food.
We need somebody, okay? We need somebody. And if you're there, you can stay here. With us. We can take everybody we can get.
What I'm hoping for, I'm hoping to see Finn come back as the Demon against Damian Priest.
I don't think we'll ever see the Demon again.
I loved him when he was the Demon.
I think we will, but I don't know when, and I don't think soon.
Oh, it'll be well after all this is
I think at one last time he'll run that back. He has to, because the last time he ran the Demon, he lost to fucking Roman.
Was it Roman or was it Bray?
I thought he was putting Roman over.
I thought it was Bray.
Was he putting?
He had a match with Bray Wyatt as the Demon.
But was that the last time? Was that the last time he was a Demon, though?
That I don't know.
I think it's last time I remember it was against Bray, but he did have a a demon against Roman also, but I don't know which one was first.
I don't either.
I want to say it was Roman last. I could be wrong. I might be way wrong, but I think
We'll go with it.
Demon one more time.
We'll go with it. I like Finn Balor as a wrestler. The dude has mad skills.
I agree.
JD has mad skills. Dom is definitely getting there. But damn, the Damian Priest is just so. I don't know, man. He's dominant. He's got the it.
He's got the size. Size is what the most of what he has.
Yeah, and the strength and the background with the
Sure.
karate and I like the street.
Yeah,
the street that he brings.
But I think what makes him most impressive is his size and the way he moves,
Mm-hmm.
and then his real thug attitude.
It's very fluid.
Yeah, it's natural. It looks natural.
Yeah.
It looks pretty natural. But Finn reminds me of like an Irish Great Muta. The way his fast moves are, his quick spins, that quick spinning clothesline that he does, spins around like that sling blade or whatever he calls it. Yeah, he just reminds me of Muta on his very fast, quick, fluent movement.
I used to love me some Muta.
So did I. I was a huge fan of Muta. That's why I can compare, because I
was a huge fan of the Great Kabuki too.
I liked Muta the way he'd go, shah, and drop that elbow drop, just the way he'd be so fast about it, dropping it on Sting, just blah, and I was always like, damn. And when I see Finn do those certain kind of moves really fast, I'm like, God, it gives me Muta vibes.
Yeah.
Not 2020 Muta vibes.
Yeah.
Where he's got a pot belly and a permanent mass.
Yeah. He had that I call it a snap elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he always put his fingers right up by his throat, right up under his chin, and spit.
Yeah.
That was the poison mist. It'd kill you.
Poison. Yeah. Danger.
It smells like Kool-Aid. It's poison. Shut up. Oh, you were Japanese. I am. What the hell?
What happened to your accent?
Joking.
So next, we're supposed to have Sonya Deville versus Dakota Kai, but we go backstage and
they beat the brakes off.
They take out Dakota Kai.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of her.
Yep.
She took out her brace knee.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's storyline or if she's really hurt, but I heard today she has a knee injury.
Well, yeah, she had a brace on it.
Still?
The knee they beat up had a brace on it. I don't know if they put a brace on it to beat it up, so you can make sure.
I don't know if she's really, if it's just something with the.
Well, that knee was totally reconstructed like a year ago.
Right. It ain't been that long.
Who?
Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai.
Oh, so that if she's on the shelf, that'll get her out of there.
Mm-hmm.
They got to pull an audible.
Yep.
But she's out for again. She can rebrand, repackage.
Go back to NXT. She was good in NXT.
They want to throw her back in NXT. She's already in WWE.
But Io Sky steps in for Dakota and battles Deville, of course. Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler are out there with her. But
yeah. Io gets the win.
Io still got the win.
Yeah. I like Io, man. I do.
Like I say, I think if she'd go back on her own, she would go. She might go places.
Io, uh-oh.
But they're minus a member of Damage Control now, I think. So we'll see where they go with that.
I think they're bringing Lyra to replace her.
The Damage Control?
Could happen.
She turned heel?
No, I think
Damage
Control's one face.
Lyra, stay out of that shit. She's with Chance and
Carter?
and Carter already. He's already got her stable.
Yeah, but being Dakota's out,
No,
I don't know.
you just gonna snatch somebody up?
Hey, seen it happen before.
Oh, so Seth is out. Let's just go ahead and throw Tozawa up in the mix with CM Punk and
Come on, dude.
and Drew McIntyre.
They wouldn't be able to match with Tozawa. They couldn't dance.
You got to take her and put her in that shit situation.
Well, hey, I don't want to see her go in that either. I'm with you. But
I think that's what's going to happen.
I think so.
They saved her.
They saved her because the other girl's got a busted face.
Hey, they may be
What if they
deadly
take
with
the other
Lyra.
girl then?
Maybe.
Lyra's going to stay her same. Lyra's fine. Don't worry about Lyra. I'll worry about Lyra. You don't worry about Lyra. I'll worry about Lyra, okay? I'll worry about Lyra. You don't mind your own business.
So next we get the latest of the Wyatt 6 video focusing on Joe Gacy.
Yes.
Ahead of right before the main event, which I thought was badass. I think Joe Gacy's badass.
Joe Gacy is very
He fits in that group perfect.
Oh, definitely. When he was in Schism, I'm like, that's like the Wyatts, but not the Wyatts. It's kind of a weirder, darker, maybe not darker, but weirder version of the Wyatts. But he has a lot of Bray's same characteristics. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
I agree. I mean, I like all the members.
Yeah.
Then we get the main event, which is the Wyatt 6 against Chad Gable and the Creed brothers. And let me tell you,
that was a banger.
It was not. It was a good match. I mean, it was exactly what I thought it was going to be, and maybe a little more. The only thing kind of think that Rowan is older. He still moves around good. I don't think he moves around like he used to.
No. He's put on like 50, 60 pounds.
Right.
But still in very good shape. He's in that ring taking bumps like a mother beeper.
Oh yeah. And I mean the Creed brothers, don't give me those guys they're good, man.
The team is now called American Made.
You hear the song?
Mm-mm. They had a song too?
When they came out?
It's freaking some generic song. I wasn't impressed.
Their name is American Made. That is the name of Hulk Hogan's song. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that's right.
The name of.
I ain't never thought about that.
That's the name of Hulk Hogan's song.
No shit. I didn't know that.
I seen something on Instagram or something that the song sounded like a different version of it. But
it's very possible.
I don't remember hearing it. But I know that's the name of Hulk Hogan's original scene. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, gotta be a man, killing it high.
We
Yeah,
are all
all that
real
shit.
Americans. Fight for what's right. But yeah,
fight for your life.
It was. I still don't know which match to pick. Either the Damian Priest and McDonagh or this one. Those two matches made the show.
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I think it's a toss-up.
Of course, anytime the Wyatt 6 come out, I'm freaking glued because right now I think that's the best thing happening in wrestling.
I think what was really cool about that match is the way it ended, the way they posed in the middle of the ring, and Nikki sitting on the outside.
Yeah, what did you think about
They came and posed in the middle of the ring like that. That was pretty awesome. I think that was what culminated the whole match together, is bringing them back together as one, is showing that they're going to be one tight family. And then the way
And during the
he
match,
put his arms over the top of them and
Yeah.
everything, and then fucking Nikki Cross sat there and watched on the ground the whole time. Uncle Howdy.
Daddy.
and how'd y'all like during the match? Sitting on the rocker with Nikki on the floor in the aisle. I
Mhm.
thought that was badass, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I was pumped. I don't think I took my eye off TV.
Everything
Watching that
about
match.
that match. I mean, and the way that Dexter Loomis looks, his look is freaking badass.
Oh my god, he looks like a freaking killer.
Yeah, he looks like Rob Zombie.
Doesn't look like anything like Dexter Loomis.
No.
And I was glad too. I'm glad he got rid of his hard part and freaking.
Yeah.
And he still got his black gloves on though.
Yep. Yep.
He's bad. I mean, they're all badass. I mean, but that's what they're supposed to be.
Yeah. Great time.
And the best thing is we don't know what they're going to do next, but they're going to do something. They're going to cause some freaking damn ruckus some kind of way.
They already have. Beat the
That's all
shit
shit.
out of everybody in Gorilla.
They killed Chad Gable. He came back to life.
Exactly.
It was freaking chaos, if you ask
All
me.
fun and games until Dom gets a hold of him.
I think
Just
Dom
the way
would
it's
get
going right now,
crucified.
Dom might join them.
Yeah.
Him and his cowboy hat.
Can I bring Liv?
Great time.
But yeah, it was a damn good show. If I'd have to pull one part that I didn't like, it would have to be The Miz and R-Truth. Other than that match there, it was a great show.
Rate it.
I've been thinking about the grade all day. Back and forth. And I decided right before we came on air, I'm gonna give it an A-. And the only reason it's got the minus is because of that Miz and R-Truth match that I didn't care nothing for. That's the minus. What do you think,
What do you
Benny?
got, Benny?
I'm gonna go with a solid A. I thought it was a great freaking show. I
don't blame you.
I thought everything moved. Everything moved. Everything was progressive. Nothing was really stepped back. Everything was really progressive. What the Seth thing was about, I don't know. But we'll figure that out.
I don't think
Why
none
he's
of us
on,
know.
why he's on the shelf, why. I don't understand that. But the whole kissing the damn bracelet, him take off running after him. Okay, that's his progression. That's still moving on. The whole antics with the Judgment Day and then the new Judgment Day now. They still here, so we'll see how that goes. But it's progression. They showed that they built a clique now. Now they're a clique together, and
Get to keep your bandana.
so they move forward with that. The Randy thing, I like it. Let's see where it goes. I don't foresee him winning that title off of Gunter.
No, me either.
I don't foresee Randy being the one to take it off him, unless there's some other kind of fluky weirdo thing where he loses again by something weird, and then we keep this weird shit going on.
I mean, you have to think it's in Berlin. It's a bash in Berlin. It's
I know, but
Gunther's home.
look deeper into it. Why did they wait this long to bring all the way back from the King of the Ring of that pin? And now they moved it all the way forward to here. It's kind of a slow build, what Triple H always does. It's a slow build. And so he brought it all the way back to there, and he shows up on Raw tonight to talk about, hey, remember the tournament? You didn't beat me. So that's progression. That's progression. I don't know where it's going to go, but it's progression. And I thought everything was pretty progressive. The only thing that was messed up was the females freeways all over the place. That part of the damage control was jacked up, and part of the other girls were jacked up. So that goes nowhere. But I thought it was a solid A. I loved it, and I love the Wyatts in there. That was cool.
Yep.
That was cool. And when they are there, they own the space.
Oh, yeah,
All the time.
definitely.
Yeah, 100%. They own this. If they're there, they own it. And good for real Americans or whatever their name are now.
Yeah, American made.
Yeah. And you know, did you see Chad Gable? He gave them Alpha Academy. He said you guys could have it. It was very nice of him. You know what I mean? It was very nice of him to be like, here, you guys could just go ahead and have the name. Whatever. But one thing right there that we completely left out of it, do you think that what's the Creed's girl name?
Ivy Nile.
Ivy Nile. They're playing this like she might leave them.
I think she's going to join with American Made.
What, Brutus and them?
Yeah.
Creeds? To Ivy Nile?
She's already with them.
She's already dressed with them.
But she's going to join American Made along with Chad Gable.
Who?
Ivy Nile.
Yeah, she's already part of the Creeds. So she's already a part of that, basically.
Basically, but they've never been together. You know what I mean?
Every week, Chad's being a dick to her.
Yeah.
And she's always talking to Maxine, and Maxine's like, why you let him be a dick to you? So it's kind of like weirding this thing up. I don't know if they're going to make it like that or what, but
Chad's going to get beat up by a girl.
He might. Lately, he's been getting beat up by everybody.
Ivy Nile's going to beat him up.
Yeah.
But one of those guys in the Creed brothers is her husband.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think it's Brutus.
Not kayfabe, but in real life, it's Brutus. Yeah, it's her husband. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why they keep on making him be a dick to her and everything like that, like he was. But then maybe he's just a womanizer. That's what they want Chad Gable to be.
I agree with Benny. I give it an A also. The only thing that I wasn't too keen on was the A-Town Down and R-Truth match. It was fun, but where are they going with it? Are they going to break up Miz and Truth? Is Miz going to be like, again, man, you're going to listen?
So New Day and the other guys, where are they going with that too?
Right. Is Odyssey Jones replacing Big E?
Same level. What do you guys?
Right. And it could be just an introduction. And Sammy looked like a freaking homeless guy backstage. I mean, come on. I know you're from Canada, but get a T-shirt.
He borrowed Dom's shirt. That was Dom's shirt. He just buttoned all the buttons.
It looked like it because it was tight as hell.
And he buttoned all the buttons.
But yeah, all in all, it was a great show. Wyatts, the Judgment Day. I know I'm getting there. I don't dig as much the Judgment Day now, but the Terror Twins, oh yeah.
You think the Judgment Day now?
I don't dislike them, but I'm more on the side of the Terror Twins.
Well, you can be because they're already over. So the other guy's got to,
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
they all have their spot, and they're going to have some fantastic matches.
Build their foundation and everything.
Yeah.
But hot take, you think Priest says, all y'all sons of bitches come out here, we'll fight.
Oh, hell yeah. I definitely.
All of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Handicap.
He might
definitely
and get his ass whooped, but oh well. Take your lickings like a man. You called them all out. You take your lickings like a man, like you do on the street. Get up. I'll show up next week.
I'm definitely getting into this Priest, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I dig it.
He's getting a big push.
I don't give a shit if they heel or face or whatever. This priest I do like.
What priest didn't you like?
What made me not like priests anymore was when they did away with Edge. I'm a big Edge fan.
What the hell's that got to do with priest?
Well, they run him out the Judgment Day.
I'll answer that question. The priest I didn't like was getting beat by Bad Bunny at WrestleMania.
He
Oh
laid
yeah, that too.
the Puerto Rican.
And not only did he get beat at WrestleMania, he got beat in Puerto Rico by him.
Mm-hmm.
He got beat at WrestleMania. I thought he only got beat by him once.
It was just Bad Bunny once against Bad Bunny. I think it was at WrestleMania.
No, it was in
It was in Puerto Rico.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
Puerto Rican show. And I think
Yeah.
that's why he laid down for Bad Bunny in his hometown, was put over Bad Bunny in their hometown.
Wasn't the WrestleMania match Damien against Ray and Bad Bunny interfered?
Possibly.
Yeah, because I think they were already establishing New Day by then,
I think so.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a damn good show.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share.
Like, subscribe, talk shit.
You want to put
Subscribe.
Benny down, you're more than
Watch.
welcome to go do it.
Just watch it.
Deuces, oozes.